Hello everybody, welcome to today's press conference with Nick Cushing, head coach of NYCFC. Nick, congratulations on the win tonight. How are you feeling for today's first win of the tournament?
Yeah, really, I think the extra point is it can turn out to be pivotal, right? So it's really important for us. And although in many areas of the game we played well, some areas that I think we of course know we have to be better, and we're really pleased that we're the team that comes out with the win in the end.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start off with Mark Radigan.
Hey Coach, Mark Radigan on Subaru Blue. Congrats on the win, obviously, but 0-0 after 90 minutes and not the most creative going forward, or clinical for that matter, even with Maxi Morales on the pitch. And obviously we understand that you rested a couple of your starters, Santi Rodriguez, Hannes Wolf, but given the gulf in quality between your side and the struggling Queretaro side, are you at all concerned about what you might have seen, particularly in the first half? And do you feel that the lack of a finishing touch, so to speak, may have any impact on what you guys decide to do in the transfer portal, or transfer market, in the next couple of weeks?
Listen, first and foremost, I want to be really clear, especially with our supporters, that we have a huge desire to win this, to go as far as we can and try and win this competition. So we didn't rest anybody, right? We changed Matt because I think it's right to give Luis the opportunity to get some games. But Santi Rodriguez is sick. He was in the team and we found out this morning that he was sick, so he had to come out. Keaton Park's struggling with a slight little bit of hamstring that he got in the Orlando game, so he hasn't trained all week. Hannes Wolf is struggling with a little bit of back pain, nothing serious, but things that, they ruled them out from the game, otherwise they would at least be on the bench, right? We didn't field the full bench. So the only real change in the team was Luis Barraza for Matt Freeze, because, like I say, I think that's pretty normal that coaches and teams rotate their goalkeepers through competitions, and listen, Luis was the hero, right? So, no, I'm not concerned. I think we understand and we know that we want to be a team. I think you look at it two ways. We want to be a team that creates goal chances. We know we're now an attacking team, and when we win, there are elements of our game, that attacking game, that we see, attacking space, numbers in the box, real, clean goal chances, and there was elements of that. The Christian McFarland chance is a great opportunity for us. But at the same time, we've got to look at the other side. We play against a team that sat incredibly low with 11 players behind the ball, at times followed with their wingers, had a flat back seven at times, 7 players deep. And I think if you look at Burke, Reese and James Sands, Justin Hart, Thiago Martin's number of passes, they had 10,000 passes, right? Because everybody was on the 18-yard box for Queretaro. So, they came here to try and take the game to penalties and win, and we have to be a team that opens them up and gets the goals. We know we have to create more, but it's the evolution of our team, right? We've seen it in games where we've had a real high amount of chances, real high offensive volume, and we've seen when we haven't, and we have to continue to work. The journey is to be that team that can do it every game, in every stadium, against whatever the strategy of the opposition is, and tonight, is a good opportunity for us to learn from this.
And obviously around this time last year was about when you guys started to look into the transfer market to bring in new strikers. Obviously, Munsef Rekar coming in, and you started to look around Jovan Milatovic at around the same time. Do you feel that there could be an opportunity for the squad to look for more attacking depth at this point this season?
Well, listen, if I look at the team, I'm really content with the squad that I've got. The hardest part of my job is picking the team, right? Jovan is desperate to get into the team and start. Alonso Martinez was on the bench tonight. Julian Fernandez played, Thales Magno played. We've got a lot of quality, right? So it's not my desire is not to replace or go and sign, but who knows in the game? You're right. Gabriel Pereira left at this moment last season, which I didn't see come in. We then go on and sign Julian Fernandez, who's been a replacement for him. Recruitment is a real ongoing thing, and when these windows open, I understand why you guys ask, but for me it's about improving the group that we've got and making sure we win in normal time tonight.
Okay, and we'll go now with Hayden. Go ahead, Hayden.
Hey Coach, Hayden with Fiber Footy. Hayden with Fiber Footy. Christian McFarland had a solid game tonight. Won a number of his 1v1s and he posed a decent threat, also going forward. Could you talk a little bit about his work that he's been doing in Kevin's absence?
Yeah, I think he's been good. I think he was good in Chicago, Orlando. He's shown that he's got real potential. I thought tonight was his best game. I thought tonight his defensive part of his game was excellent. I think he got into real good defensive positions, and I think, you know, he played with real personality and character, and you don't really see that in young players when they go into the team, because, you know, they are trying to feel their way out. And I think, you know, it's come earlier than I thought. I've seen his personality tonight. I've seen his character come out, and his desires. Once Kevin is fit, there's going to be a competition between them, and I can see that Christian wants to make a claim for the shirt, and that's what I want. You know, guys that want to go in and wear the shirt, but own it, right? Try and earn it. And that's the intensity that we want in our locker room. So yeah, he's been working incredibly hard on the training pitch, reviewing his games with the coaches, and like I said, I thought tonight he was excellent.
Okay, thank you. We'll go with Manuel Beth. Go ahead.
Yeah, Manuel Beth from Transfermarkt. I'm really curious about Thales Magno. For a while we haven't seen him at all. Then he popped up for a couple of games, and now he's starting. How do you see his played game at the moment? How do you see his game today? And based on what you've seen the last few games, do you think there's a future for him here?
I haven't thought there's a future for him. I've said in every press conference when the guys have asked, right, you know, where is he? I think it's been a real simple answer. We got a real competitive front line, whether it's Agustin Ojeda, Julian Fernandez, Hannes Wolf, Alonso Martinez, Montserrat Barra. You keep reading the names. It's the hardest part of my job, picking a team. And Thales was really unfortunate in pre-season to get an injury that he needed to spend a little bit of time rehabbing, and by the time he got fit, you know, there's competition for places, and he's had to be patient. And you know, we put him in the Atlanta game, and he was a real impact player. He showed his real quality. You know, I don't deny, and nobody who question Thales' quality. He's a real high quality attacking player, right? So he's been patient. He's now in the team. I thought he was good tonight. I thought he showed his ability to dribble and, you know, create things, and that's what we needed tonight, was somebody that could go and beat somebody and go and open the game up, and for sure he has got that in his game. So, you know, I think he tired as the game went on because he hasn't got a lot of minutes, why we brought him out, but no, he's in the mix now with all of the guys to, you know, work hard to stay in the team, to own the shirt, and, you know, he stick his claim tonight. Thales, he played well.
So no immediate transfer news coming in that regard?
Listen, I'll be really honest, not that I know of, and that is 3 galaxies outside of my universe, that decision.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go with it.
Hi coach, it was clear what the end meant to Luis there with the penalty saves. How pleased are you for him that he got that moment?
Yeah, I didn't think he had so much to do in the game because of the nature of how offensive we were and how much of the ball we had. And that can be dangerous for a goalkeeper because, especially one that hasn't been playing a lot, you can lose focus and you can, you know, lull into those moments where maybe you lose a bit of concentration. But I thought he was good tonight in the moments. At the end of the game, he had a couple of saves to make. He had to make a save to make sure we didn't lose the game. And, you know, then in the penalties, you're looking for your goalkeepers to really step up and give you a chance to win. I was really confident with our penalty takers because we practiced penalties on Wednesday. So I was confident with our penalty takers. So I just knew he had to come up and save one for us. And you know what? He came up big for us. So he's the hero tonight. And he deserves it because difficult for him, Matt Freese taking the shirt and going in the team and playing so well. One thing I can't praise Luis enough. His character and his personality has been excellent. His training habits have been top level. That's why you get these moments tonight, because he's kept himself ready, and that's why I really believed in him tonight.
Okay, we'll go with Andy. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Andrew Lee from Hudson River Blue. You kind of touched on the penalty takers. I was going to ask about that, of just the uniqueness of having to prepare for the potential shootout, which you actually had tonight. It's been a while since there's been an NYCFC shootout that you've had to participate in, but how does that work? Kind of, we saw Thiago Martins kind of go second, and Jovan converted. Does it sort of, do you view that as like sort of a thing that they can, well, Jovan especially because it's his first sort of goal for the club, like, is that something that he can kind of build on, and does that sort of help him confidence-wise, and what does the prep for you look like from just getting ready to line up 5 takers in this kind of situation after not doing that for the majority of the season?
Yeah, I'll answer the Jovan one first. I do think Jovan just needs a moment because I see him on the training field, I see how hard he's working, I see how clinical he is, I see, you know, he is coming to the team a little bit later in the pre-season and he's worked through the moments to blend in the team, and I just think he needs that moment to click, and he's going to be a real asset for us. So hopefully it is tonight with the penalty, you know, get the feeling of seeing the ball hit the net, the crowd, and you know, he's going to be top for us, Jovan Miotovic, I'm sure of that. We developed I'm really lucky. I have a set play coach, Rob Vartugian, who does the goalkeepers. He's assistant coach. He also does the set plays, and he developed the process through 21. You know, we relied on penalties in New England, and we relied on penalties in Portland, and we really developed a process where, when we come into a game that could rely on penalties to make be the deciding factor, that we use this process to make sure we know who's going to take and who's going to go in what order. And we went through that process on Wednesday to make sure that we knew, irrelevant of who was on the pitch, who would be the order, and we knew the order before the game. Of course, you know that Tellez would have took if he was in, but he's out and probably would be high up the order. But yeah, we have a real polished sort of way that we do it.
Okay, we'll go with over there on the list.
Hi, Coach. What is the best and bad thing of having a tournament like the Leagues Cup in the middle of the MLS season?
I actually don't think there's anything bad about it, right? I really enjoyed the competition. The competition last year was obviously the first year, and two-player competition that crosses two leagues, and you play against teams that you're not so familiar with, and from a totally different league that has different styles. And I think it's exciting for the fans. I think it's a challenge for us as coaches and teams to play stylistically against a different country, a different league. It's an opportunity to win another trophy, right? And the best part of it is that of course we break from our MLS season, but we have an opportunity to play. For us, it doesn't change. We play to win every game, right? Especially at home, we want to be a team that creates chances, entertains, in whatever competition. And, you know, I've said before, we could be playing for a cardboard box, and I want my team to win the thing. So I'm excited. You know, the extra point is, it could be really pivotal for us. So it's important that we got it. Now we have to prepare for a difficult game in Cincinnati, but we get the luxury of watching Queretaro and Cincinnati, so we sort of know what we have to do. So there's many things in the makeup of this competition that I think are exciting for us as staff, but also as fans.
Okay, and with that, thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you,
Thank you, everybody in the room. As you guys know, you